Welcome to TRS Clips, the channel that we hope is a brain workout for you. Do you notice that people recognize the Wiccan in you in everyday life, like when you're just...
No, I don't think so.
People don't pick up on
Unless they're very sharp.
if their intuition is...
Yes, if they're very sharp, they pick it up. By that time, I was also a high priestess of Wicca.
What is a high priest?
A high priestess is when you reach the top rung. There are, like in bureaucracy, there are various rungs.
Black belt in judo.
Like that, yes. So you are the junior, you are the first rung, or we have a word for it. And then when you are the senior most, when you can take decisions, you are the head priestess. So they gave me from Montreal that insignia.
How many high priestesses are there?
At the moment, I mean, from our school, I think there are just two. Just two. Me in the east and somebody in the west.
You know that lady in the west?
Yes, she was with me when I was learning.
Do you ever just chill together?
Once I was in New York and she was there. She was working in New York as a lawyer.
What are those conversations like?
Oh, they're good, like old times, like when two old schoolmates meet, like that. But on a different plane. Have you read this? What are you doing about that? You know, things like that. It's on a different level. But she and I are there. And of course, the society had decided, or our organization had decided, that after we pass away, there will be no more high priestesses because people are misusing it.
Misusing what?
The title, now every other person on net in the new age is a head priestess, a high priestess, a priestess of Wicca.
What are the actual responsibilities of the high priestess?
Let's say spiritual welfare, like any other religion perhaps. Even though Wicca is not a religion, even though America now takes it as a religion, we don't take it as a religion. It is a way of life, a philosophy, a path.
But you have to work towards the welfare of the earth?
Yes, we work towards their welfare. If they have spiritual problems or, let's say, human problems, which any person can have, how to counsel them, how to bring them onto the path, how to, if possible, continue the learning of Wicca in its true form, how to do away with the superstition, how to combat that, and if necessary, how to do a chant, or as I said, a spell, a serious spell to combat that, the prayer part. And also the what we were just talking about, going to various places which have the hint of mystery, whether it be archaeology, whether it be just visiting a temple, visiting a place, need not be a temple, visiting that place, writing about it, and putting it into our collection. Or making a book of it. That is also allowed.
So you named Hirapur, Machu Picchu, the Stonehenge has been mentioned.
Stonehenge.
Any other places on earth?
The Nazca lines.
Where is it?
That is very near Peru, South America.
Okay. And any other place? Africa?
In Africa, we have not done so much research, quite frankly. Even we should have. India, some places are very special to us. Like I told you, Siddhivinayak temple. Then in UK, there are one or two places, apart from Stonehenge. One or two old churches.
Scotland?
Not Scotland, London itself.
Oh, really?
There's this college, King's College.
Yeah.
In front of that, there is Marilla Strand Chapel. That is a very old chapel, and we consider it a Wiccan place because at one time, say about 500 years back, the maypole used to be placed in the compound or the garden there, and the maypole dance, the Beltane ceremony is Wiccan, so we call it the Wiccan chapel. And I have been there many times in that chapel. I love it. It has an atmosphere which you can absorb for ages. And not only that, once I lost a dog. I'm an animal lover. I lost a dog it was carried away by the, these trucks which come and pick up animals. It happened in Delhi when I was living there. And I didn't know where to look for it. I tried various dog pounds, this, that, and the other, and I couldn't find it. Then the next month I was supposed to go to England. So I went to Marilla Strand Chapel. And that was maybe one of the few times I really asked for something there. I said that his name was Kalu. I said, let Kalu come back. And I went to a psychic also because I couldn't trust myself. And she said, your dog will come back. And I came back, and within 2 weeks, there was the dog scratching at the gate.
Wow.
It had been taken away by these pound people in a truck. I believe it had jumped from the truck. It was a big dog. And then it had roamed the streets and found its way back. It took it about 1 month.
Damn.
And it found its way back. It was dusty and scruffy, but there it was. So you see, I mean, it's true that the mind can work wondrous things. The prayer in that form. I don't know who I was praying to. I was praying to the power.
Mahamaya?
Mahamaya, maybe? Yes. So these things happen. People call them miracles, but they happen. And I'm sure that anyone, I mean, it's not that only a Wiccan can do it. Anybody can do it.
The one burning question I've had in my mind since almost the start of this conversation is about the amulet you're wearing.
This?
Yes. It's
not an amulet. It's our head priestess's ankh.
Ankh, it's called, right? Like
It's the
symbol.
sign of Isis.
Right.
So it's not quite a cross. Over here I've put in a stone, of course, a crystal, but it's supposed to be hollow here, you see? Like this. This
Right.
is the shape of it's called the Ankh of Isis,
Right.
one of our Egyptian goddesses, the Egyptian goddess we look to. And it's a gift, I mean, according to the old time Egyptian scrolls, of continuity, infinity.
Continuity and infinity.
Infinity, that means unendingness. So if your mind is strong, it'll remain unendingly strong, whatever. And this also is a mark of the head priestess.
A
A
cobra?
serpent.
A serpent. Wow.
These are 2 marks, which they passed down to me. I mean, when I was in Montreal, Carlotta, she was the head priestess. She told me that you're going to India now, they won't look upon you very well. Do you want to study Wicca? Do you want to go into Wicca? I said, yes, I've studied it. I want to go into it. So she gave me these 2. She said, she gave me a time frame, and she said, after this time is over, you put this on, and we give you the authority to be the next head priestess of this part of the world. In the West, I told you they have another one, but in the East, the whole area.
Do you have some kind of a connection you feel with the serpent world?
Well, if a real snake came in, I wouldn't perhaps like it. But the serpent as what it stands for, that I like.
Which is?
Which is stand for no nonsense from anyone. Hit back if attacked. Don't take anything lying down. These qualities. And protect those who need protection.
Yeah, I mean, loosely, what I've understood through the show is that it's believed that globally, every culture seems to think that there was this reptilian race of slightly advanced beings that also occupied Earth alongside human beings, but they were more ancient and more advanced than human beings. And I also believe that mostly they're benevolent. So the snakes we see now are de-evolutioned successors.
Another thing, when you were asking me about extraterrestrials, an interesting fact, now that we are talking about serpents, they never found out Nefertiti's grave. Or they say this is her tomb or that is her tomb, but no one knows for sure. Now, if you look at her pictures, or even her bust, which is at the German museum, you will see that her head is elongated. They always put this tall cap on her, or headdress. Now, why they never show her without that headdress? That means the extraterrestrial had elongated heads, which is another characteristic of the. The serpent is, of course, of the ancient race, a very ancient, prehistoric race. But that is another sign that the extraterrestrials were amongst us and are still amongst us. It may not be now in a physical form. We have mutated a lot. But through character, through certain physical features, perhaps, you can tell.
Like even an everyday person can look at
and say, perhaps they'll say, oh, he or she is, slightly strange. I feel uncomfortable near him or her. But it might be that they are from another world. Just like the snake man is actually from another world on Earth, but you never know where they came from. We take it that they are from here, an ancient race.
But you believe they are malevolent, or?
They can be malevolent, yes. I would say any strong person has that same quality, will not strike back unless struck.
There's this Egyptian deity called Anubis. Is he also part of any kind of prayer?
No, we take only Isis, but that does not mean that we don't know about the others, or we disrespect the others, or ignore the others. Like Osiris.
Yeah.
We have a certain ceremony called the Silver Ceremony, where Osiris is also mentioned. The one who was, through and through bad in Egyptian history, of course, was Set, the evil brother.
Is Set the origins of Satan?
Many people think that, yes, it could be.
What do you think?
It's a 50-50 question, Set and Satan have a lot in common. But then again, I'm, for example, very fond of that Milton's long poem, Paradise Lost, where Lucifer, or Satan, if you should call him, has many qualities of good in him. For one thing, he has enormous strength and self-respect. So when we look at a character like that, we can't say he's all bad. And there are no all good or all bad characters.
Everything's a shade of grey.
Everything's a shade of grey, yes.
Why does Satan even exist? Or Lucifer or whatever?
Basically to frighten people. That
To
if
frighten?
you do this, to frighten, yes. Society needs a bit of frightening, Otherwise they'll go the wrong way. Otherwise they'll go around killing people. Killing is a very inherent part of the human race. Eating, carnivorous people. Killing. The bad is in every human being more than the good. What we call the good. The compassionate. Very few people will have compassion. They might do something good to get something back in return.
Thank you for consuming this clip, दोस्तों. अगर ऐसे ही और clips explore करने हैं तो इस channel के playlists को ज़रूर explore करना.